Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Cookie Monster ProForgeRacing, bringing you my 70-second Forge review, oomishday3. oomishday3 is an incredible forger who makes infection maps and racetracks. This first map here is called INF5, which means, I'm assuming his 5th infection map, Christmas City. And it's a really cool map. It's got really cool details. It's like really well detailed. It's like a small little city map with Christmas decorations and stuff and some high buildings. As I always say, no one ever joins my games, so unfortunately it was literally just 2 of us in the game for both of his infection maps. And you know, I only have so much free time to ever make videos, so I have to take what I get with custom games. I couldn't wait around to, you know, an extra couple days or a week to get a lobby of like 12 people playing, so it was just the 2 of us, me and a hobo stick, but I appreciate the hobo stick joining. But you still get a feel for what it would be like. Just picture more people. It's a pretty cool map. There's not a whole lot of places, like buildings you can go in and stuff, so there's not a whole lot of places to hide. It's pretty open, so I'd imagine it would go pretty quickly, so you'd probably want to play a lot of rounds. Anyways, this next map is another little infection map. This one's called INF7, Infection 7, Lily Pad Lagoon. It's made in the lagoon area of Forge World, and it has lily pads and stuff. As you'll see when I start playing, I'm only jumping on these lily pads because I thought that if you didn't, I thought the water was death. And right here you can see me kind of like, right here I kind of hesitate as to whether to jump on those or not, but I zoom in and decide no. There is a grid underneath the whole lily pad area, so if you fall, you live. I didn't realize that. This one's really small though, and so is the city one, so I'd imagine that they're not meant for more than maybe 8 people or so, because they're pretty small, tiny little infection maps. And this area over here is where the humans spawn before I was a zombie, and I think Hobo Stick fell in the water and died or something, because I didn't kill him and round was over. But you don't normally spawn with full health. That's just because I'm the last man standing. They're played with a regular infection game type, and yeah, they're just cool little infection maps. There's not a whole lot to this one at all, really, but I just liked it. I thought it was kind of unique with the lily pads and the grid underneath it and stuff. You know, I think it would be really fun, especially if people were hiding underwater and stuff. So I mean, there was only 2 of us playing, and we got a couple rounds in, and we had fun. So I can imagine if there was 8 of us, how much fun that would be. So even though it's not the most detailed map and there's not a whole lot going on, it's still a pretty fun map. Now this next map is called Mongoose Race _19 var 1. So the way he titles his maps are kind of strange. It's unlike no one else, but it's kind of cool because the whole map is surrounded by wall coliseums, which make they form a gapped box around it. That's kind of cool. And right there is a little flip thing. oomishday is well known for making different stunts in his racetracks, which are usually roller coasters. As you'll see in one of my later reviews, actually someone made a map dedicated to oomishday, built in the oomishday style of racetracks. So his infection maps were pretty cool, but I like his racetracks much better. He's made tons of both, but I decided just to make the review a little shorter, and all he asked for was these 5 maps, I'm pretty sure. So these are the 5 I did. But yeah, and right there, there's that usually works, but it messed up for me on a couple. Well, it doesn't work 100% of the time. It messed up for me a couple laps, but right there, yeah, it was a triple side flip, which was pretty cool, and I've seen other people copy it from him and use it now in other maps, and I think other reviews actually. But it's a cool little roller coaster. The next one is called Mongoose Race _23, and I think on the first one by VAR1 of VAR1, I think it meant version 1. I'm not sure, but this map is really cool as well. I really liked this one. I guess we finally got a 3rd person, but he wasn't even playing. And right there, you kind of go through a wall that you can't like see, so it's like kind of hard to tell what's on the other side of that wall. So you know you're not really prepared for like the fact that there's a turn right there. And then it kind of like wraps around itself and goes to this other point. And like the way he like the barrier on this, just like the pieces like sticking out, it's just kind of unique. His racetracks are just so unique and cool. I kind of wish I threw a couple more in his review, but a little late now because everything is finished. But be sure you go to his oomishday3 file share. Check out all of his maps, because this is just a small little fraction of his maps. Clearly, if it's Mongoose Race 19, 23, and 24, you know, he's clearly got a lot of them, and these ones are really good, so you can imagine that they're all going to be good. And right here is a barrel roll jump, and then a man cannon, and right there, what you can do, I didn't choose to, but you can ride up against that rock part right there, and there's a man cannon, so it's like a wall ride, which is pretty cool. I believe oomishday is part of old MPS Productions YouTube channel. I think he's I think, if I'm correct, oomishday is part of that channel, so be sure to check out that channel for videos and stuff. But this last one is called Mongoose Race _24, so the one that came after the one I just did. And this one is really cool too. A lot of it actually takes place indoors, and it's just a very unique map. It's kind of like double wide-ish, whereas the other ones were more roller coastery, so it's kind of nice that he can, you know, forge both and stuff. They're just really cool maps. They're just so unique. The other ones were more stunt-y, and this one's a little less stunty, but more like, I don't know, it's built inside and there's split sections, so they're not stunts, but they're just unique. It's excitement. They're really cool maps. They're a lot of fun. I really like oomishday's style. It's very unlike everyone else's. Right there, I didn't realize you were supposed to turn around, which is what you're supposed to do. And then you see I spawned, and the second I spawned, I got hit. But you're supposed to go around that circle. Don't do what I did and go in the middle. And yeah, right there I decided it would be a great idea to drive into the wall. Not my best lap. But, and then right there, that was a stunt. I messed that part up too. It's like a grind, and there's a railing, so it's pretty cool. He makes amazing maps. Check out his maps in his file share, old MPS Productions YouTube channel as well. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.